All right, what's behind door number one? This was Dad's 70 Roadrunner project before he passed away. He passed away in 1998, and she's been sitting in storage ever since. So, yeah, she hasn't seen a wrench thrown in anger in about 28 years, but hopefully we can fix that. Yeah, hopefully we can fix that. But yeah, she was originally a 383 car. That's a 440 in it now out of, I don't know what it's out of, but it's a 440. Dad's got a stack of receipts an inch thick for machine work that he had done to the engine, to the block and all that stuff. I don't know exactly what was done. I know it was bored over. I don't know how much. I'm pretty sure he's got a wicked cam in there. He's got headers on it. He kind of built the hell out of this engine a little bit. I don't know what carb that is on it currently, but I do know he threw that carb on just to run the engine because he had gotten the engine in, transmission, hooked all that stuff, and he wanted to run it. And that's kind of what he had on hand, so he threw it on and that kind of thing. But yeah, she needs brakes, she needs an interior, she needs fuel system. The tank's all full of crud and rusted out. The fuel system needs to be redone. Fuel system breaks in a seat, and then I can at least move it around on its own power. She does run and drive. She is loud as hell because she only has headers. She does not have any sort of exhaust. She is cut off at the headers, which makes her sound absolutely wicked. I don't know what this piece is. If anybody knows what this piece is, we found this on the trailer. It looks like a ring gear with a pulley on it. Like almost like it's for the odometer or something. But it's clearly broken. Yeah, we found it laying on the trailer when we untrailered it. So yeah, I have no clue where that would have come from. Kind of the least of my worries. I'm just kind of glad that it's still here. I don't know, but anyways, yeah, no kind of interior in it. All of that got pulled because she got moused out in storage. And so Dad was going to rip the interior out and redo the interior. I believe he was going to, he originally wanted to build a drag car out of it. So he was probably going to tub it in the back and all that stuff. But I mean, we don't have a drag strip anymore. And I kind of would much rather have a hot street machine than a drag car, just because I would much rather drive it in public. You know, drive it down the road than have to trailer it to a racetrack just to drive it. You know, it's I don't know. That's just me though. But I mean, dingly on the door, but otherwise she's straight. The door is not closed right now. Otherwise she's straight. You know, very, very not rust free, but very, very light rust. There's some spots where she's pretty deep. That's kind of a deep spot. There's a little bit coming through in the corner here. I don't know what was dripping on this quarter, but I do believe I'm pretty sure I could just grind that down. That looks like it's mostly surface, some deep surface road. I don't know what these stickers are. I've tried to find these stickers, or at least some sort of semblance to them, and I cannot find them. I have no clue. No earthly clue what they would have originally looked like. If you guys have any stickers from the 70s or 80s that had Roadrunner on a shield like that, let me know, because like I would love to see them. But yeah, this quarter is just starting to rust through. But check this out. I'll get you down in here. These corners, these body corners are still really clean, relatively speaking. There's a little bit of rust there, but relatively speaking, that's still damn clean for a 70 original Keystone Classics, original Super 60, still holding air somehow after 40, 50 years. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll show you the interior, interior metal at least. Told you the door was not closed. This door kind of has a problem to it. The exterior button doesn't open the door. I'll have to get under under the panel and fix that. That's pretty easy. But you can see there's not a lot of rust on them floor pans. That's actually, this is some old seam sealer down here, the black stuff. But yeah, custom race seat right there. Yeah, otherwise really clean. I mean, that's just some shadow. That's the original brown primer. Well, maybe not original, but it's brown primer. This side is actually incredibly clean. I mean, it's dirty, but it's not rusted through, you know? There's a little bit under that there gas tank. That's a snowmobile gas tank that's just kind of in there to run the car. Like I said, we need a gas fuel system. Yeah, the interior is pretty haggard. That's original dash and stuff. These stickers on the lights are super cool. Old 70s style. But yeah, a little bit up in here might need to be patched. But like, it looks a lot worse on camera than it actually is. So I mean, she's still pretty nice, actually. Very solid floor pans. Usually you don't see this solid of floor pans in cars like this. The trunk is kind of another story. I might show you the trunk. I do want to change it out and do a black interior. Yeah, the roof is rusted on the top. Not too bad. Most of that is all the old glue from the headliner. So it's not all rust. And then that brown, like on that sail panel part, that's old brown primer. But I wish I had the money to acid dip it. If I could acid dip it, I totally would. But yeah, I want to keep let's see if I can stick this light. Keep the light. So what I want to do is keep the metal blue, but I want to do a black interior, right? Black interior parts, black carpet, black seats. I want to switch it to buckets. And yeah, all you purists, they're not original, blah, blah, blah. They never came with black. I don't give a fuck. This is my car. It's not nobody else's. I want to do it the way I want to do it. These seats, these back seats are like freaking $1,500 for a ratted out frame. That's always fun. But yeah, I want to do black interior. She's 3 on the tree. I'll probably keep her an auto tragic just because I don't feel like dinking around with that. Guess that's how you restart the video on this phone. So I just accidentally hit a button. Where was I? Oh yeah, tunnel. I don't want to dink with that. I don't want to have to cut a shifter hole and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know if that's the original horn button, but that's the current horn button. So I may just rewire. I think there was something happening in the column there. We'll figure that out. We'll burn that bridge when we come to her. It does have all the glass. The only problem is the windshield. Let me roll this one up. I'll show you. I've already desecrated it with a sticker here. I already desecrated it with a non-factory part. But yeah, these are cool. The quarter glasses roll down. This mechanism hasn't been messed with in 30 years, so let me grab the light and walk you around. But yeah, otherwise a really rust-free car. Very, very nice shape as far as a Project Roadrunner goes. This, you can see this actually is wet. I don't know if these are original holes. I don't think so. That one over there looks good. This one does not. But I do plan to put some 6x9s back here. I'm thinking maybe some Infinity Kappas or something. Something nice, because I ended up, when the local car audio store went under, the last one, they had some Infinity BE621s, carbon fiber cones and stuff like that. They were like $2,600 at the time. They had some of those, and they sold them to me for like $400. And I was like, I sold. You know, they're beautiful speakers, and so I'm gonna try, maybe get them in the corners here. Oops, sorry. get them in the corners, or maybe up under the dash a little bit. They come with tweeters and stuff like that. So, I mean, there's a whole lot to do with that. But yeah, I want to do that. Some 6x9s in the back. I want to do just a pair of not thumpy thump subwoofers, but something with good sound quality right on that back ledge there. That'll be just beautiful. It's like I've got plenty of boom in my truck. I don't need something that's going to blow out this beautiful curved. Look at that curve on that glass. They just don't make them like that anymore. Look at that curved glass. Anyways, I digress. The deck lid pad is actually wet, and it rained this morning, so that leaves me to believe that this here is leaking, because not only is this wet in here, but there's water in the trunk, a little bit of water in the trunk, making me pretty suspicious that there's going to be rust and holes back there. But fortunately, I am a body guy and I have done restorations before, so it's not alien to me. That I can't really get into the back, but that's the back end of the 70. I love those tail lights. I was actually thinking of maybe getting like an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi and running a progressive light, because they have three bulbs. Put my keys down. They have 3 bulbs back here. You can't really see, but it's fuck. There we go. A Harbor Freight light. I love those things. But yeah, that's the tail light, and they have 3 bulbs, right? I believe it's 1, 2, and 3. And these are reflectors, but it's like 1, 2, and 3. And it's double slash, but it's still only 3 bulbs. Anyways, I digress. Anyways, I'd like to do a progressive, right? To where you hit the brake, it'll stay solid, but if you turn the blinker on, it'll bleep, 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 bleep. I don't know if that's how they happen currently, but whatever. I don't know. Brink, North Platte, Nebraska, I think, is where he got it, or he picked it up from Nebraska in like 86. Brink Dodge, really cool. That's probably gonna go. I don't know if I can recreate that. I don't know if I would want to. I mean, once I get the body job done, because that's all got to get sanded and all that stuff, and scraped down and repainted and all that. I mean, it's absolutely inevitable. But nice and clean. You can see down here. Get the camera down here if you can see. She's got her rot, but it's mostly surface. It's not too bad. Like most of the time, like that piece is gone. This piece up in here is usually gone or rusted through. That is usually rusted through. These corners are usually gone. That kind of thing. But yeah, that's she's pretty clean, which is nice for a project that's been stored for 30 years. I mean, 30 years ago, she was in rough shape. Now, she's in okay shape. Let me pop this trunk. These hinges are not in the greatest shape, and this thing keeps peeing rust. So we're probably going to have to pitch that lid and get a sort of fit. I really hope not. I don't want to de-skin it and have to reskin it and all that shit. I would much rather get a sort of fit, but like you can see deep in there, there's rust deep into there, and you can't really fix that rust. And honestly, I don't know if it's worth the effort to fix it, or if I just get a Certifit, or a replacement. Yeah, progressive. I forget what theirs are called. Clutch fan, AC clutch fan. I might throw that in if I can fit it. Yeah, ancient air filter. You can tell the trunk floor, it's wet right now, which is why it's so dark, but that trunk floor is hooba-jooped. Like it's not too horrible, but it's horrible. Let me stick that light and then set this guy the original manifolds from the 440. Like it's not rusted through yet, but it's pretty hard rusted, so I'll probably have to just replace it. I could, if I acid dipped it, it wouldn't be too big of a deal, but yeah, otherwise she's kind of hoopa-jooped in the trunk. But like, yeah, up in the corners and stuff, she's still pretty nice. You don't really see cars in this shape anymore. At least projects in this shape. Projects in this shape are rare these days for these cars. It looks like it's bent. That's bent as fuck. That's probably also where it's leaking. But yeah, these cars in this shape is rare. Very, very rare. Like today you're seeing cars that are just absolutely nothing. Like you're seeing like people buying basically the VIN plates for freaking $5,000-$10,000. This one's a little rougher. This one's kind of caved in. I don't know if you can see it, but that one's bent. We'll have to hammer that guy out a little bit. But yeah, the rust is not too bad. Sorry, drifting there. The rust is actually pretty easy on this one. It's a lot of small stuff for rust. Yeah, here's a better, this one is in better shape. Road Runner. Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to have that that sticker again. I don't know if anybody could accurately recreate it or anything, but yeah, this one. A little bit dinged down here too, but that can be hammered out pretty easy. Little bit of piece jets here. Yeah, that's metal. That's rusted off. Sorry, car. But yeah, that's all fixable. They make these quarters. These quarters shouldn't be too bad to deal with. Original Super 60s, original Keystones. I only have 2 original Keystones. I think I'm gonna have to get a new set of them eventually, but yeah, she's got her dings and dents, and she's missing a whole lot of parts. Yeah, she's actually in really damn good shape. I am very much a fan of this project. And if you guys are also fans of the project, want to see it get done, we got to figure out a way to support the channel, grow the channel, support the channel. Maybe I'll make some t-shirts or something. Try to figure something out. I'm not going to do sponsors. I will not do sponsors. But I mean, the biggest thing is my lazy ass has to get up off my lazy ass and get to making content and stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to make a lot more content soon. I kind of had a whole lot of stuff come up as far as, oh yeah, original hood and stuff. Yeah, we might be able to salvage that as well. Yeah, I've had a whole bunch of stuff come up as far as just work-related stuff, gardening, stuff that like isn't really, I guess, interesting. I mean, I'll run you through the garden eventually, maybe, but like, yeah, I've had so much shit come up that's just been just dumb shit. So I've really not been able to actually work on the channel or get anything uploaded. So sorry about that. I know it's been like over a month and I still haven't finished the first fucking video, and I've got like 4 or 5 more that I've shot and I haven't edited yet. So like there's a shitload of content coming. I just need to find some time and some energy and get it done and get it uploaded. But yeah, if you guys want to see this old girl on the road again, I know I sure do. If you guys want to follow along while I unhoopa-joop the hoopa-joop, then yeah, subscribe and hit the little notification dinglies and the hype or whatever the hell they're doing with YouTube these days. I don't fucking know. All I know is that I like doing hobbies, and that's really all this channel is. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to do sponsors. I'm not going to come out like it's your boy Raid Shadow Legends. They paid me a whole bunch of money to tell you that I play the game, that I don't actually play the fucking game. You know, I'm not going to do that. So, like, it's going to be entirely like Milo Rossi, like Mini Minuteman. I love that guy's channel. And he does not take sponsors like that. I think he has done, don't quote me, I haven't seen his stuff in a while. I think he has done partners with educational stuff. Not like Raid, Shadow Legends, or Fume, or any of that fucking dreck that the freaking influencers are trying to push on you, you know? But that's the kind of stuff, like Forgotten Weapons, Gun Jesus. He does not do sponsors. He does, you know, he does his entirely crowdfunded stuff. Like, granted, he's got a hell of a lot bigger audience than I do, and he can do stuff like that. But that's kind of what I would like to do with my channel, is just to have it self-sufficient enough to pay for, you know, this week we got a whole bunch of sandpaper and we're going to attack the Roadrunner. Next week we've got freaking some primer that we're going to shoot down, you know? And, like, I'm not trying to retire on YouTube or trying to make $1 million or anything. I just want to do cool shit. And if you guys want to watch me do cool shit, fucking like and subscribe and do the doobly doos with the shit and all that. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully she runs again someday. We'll see ya. All right, forgive the lighting. I got everything shut down here. There's a storm rolling in and stuff. I got my little Harbor Freight light burning. Just wanted to share this. Dad was a freight pilot for, shall we say, one of the freight companies. Back in '98, he ended up crashing. That's how he passed. And so, yeah, he passed when I was about 12 years old. So, but yeah, that's what happened with Dad. But she's finally home. So, yeah.